In continuing our discussion of the A tag, the anchor tag, let's look at how you can create links to other places within the same page. These types of links are called fragments. And it's a little bit of a misnomer. I mean, you can think of a part of a page as a fragment of a page, but the truth is that given the constraints of the A tag, it's difficult to mark an entire fragment of a page or a section of a page. You pretty much have to link just to a point on a page. In any event, here are some links at the top of a page. You have the familiar href argument to the A tag, and these links just have a pound sign and a tag, a name. And later on in the same page, we'll find a place that's marked with a name. Instead of href, there's name equals ak, and no content at all, and the /a. You can try to put content in there, but the truth is that the A tag is a text level tag. It's not a block level tag. And so you can't really put if I wanted to mark this whole section, well, this has another block level tag in it, and so it's not legal for me to do that, although it works in many browsers. It doesn't work in other browsers, and it's just not legal to do. So going back up to the top here, we see there's a link to that AK place, and the link is introduced with this pound sign. In this case, it means fragment, and that link will take us to that part of the page. Let's take a look at how this looks in a browser. I've selected a different browser to use this time. This is Mozilla, and I selected that because you can see the URL bar on this small screen a little bit more clearly than we could in Internet Explorer. So here's our list of retail stores. They're just the same as we saw in the HTML page. And in this case, I've loaded it up on my web server so that we can see a real URL there. And my web server, of course, is bw.org, and it's in that same miscellaneous directory. And if we move our cursor, look at the status bar down here, and if we move our cursor over this AK, you see that it shows the directory and all that, and fragments.html and pound AK. And if I click on that, it takes us to the AK place. Well, of course, it's not very far in the document. Then I click on top again, and it takes us right back to the top. Now, if we look at the top link down here in the AK place, we'll see a href equals pound top. And then way up at the top of the document, we'll see a name equals top /a. So it takes us right up to the top of the document. Let's go farther down. Let's go down to Texas. Texas is big, so we'll expand the window a little bit. Actually, it's quite a few of these retail outlets in Texas. This is a document from our Creative HTML book. It's places where you can buy the rubber stamps from the Ducks in a Row rubber stamps people that allowed us to use their business as an example for the book. If you want to learn more about Ducks in a Row, go ahead and pick up the book. If you want to learn more about HTML, go ahead and pick up the book. It covers a lot more than we could here in a video course. In any event, here we are down in Texas, and here's the top link again. We've gone and put the top link every place you can go, because you remember the philosophy, allow somebody to get someplace else on your site, give them an easy way to get back as well. So you can go back to the top, and you can go to Texas, and in every state that you go to, you'll see that top link right there. And even if you scroll down a little bit and you get to the next state, there's another top link. You can always get back to the top of the page. So this is how we do fragments. It's pretty straightforward. You don't see them that often, but they're very useful, especially for something like this, for a page like this. This is an actual use for the fragments. Put a menu at the top. These are the vertical bar character. When they line up with this font, they look like one long line. This is the way I like to construct things like this sometimes. I've got a square bracket and then each of the states separated by a vertical bar. And you remember that in HTML, any white space is considered one space. So we can put these all on a different line so that they look nice here in the document. When you go and look at it in the browser, they line up just like you expect them to at the top of the page there. So there you have it. That's our section on fragments.